Hi, my name is Jesus Jaramillo. This is CYB 220, Topic 3 assignment, presentation. So click agreements. So what is a click wrap agreement? Uh, click wrap, or click agreement is an online agreement that users agree to by clicking a button or checking a box that says I agree. The act of signing electronically via a button replaces a traditional method of ink signature when agreeing on a web page. A click agreement is a great way for businesses to provide a binding agreement method to a user while limiting risk and maintaining a pleasant customer experience. So, what this means is that when you're providing a service or software, anything on a web page, um, obviously it's pretty difficult to do ink signature. And we've all been in situations where we have to sign a document, a hard copy. That signature proves that we are in agreement with the provided service or anything we're purchasing. But when we do the same business online, it has to be a different method because it's kind of hard to, you know, print the documents, sign them, scan them, or email them. It's more time consuming. So the alternative is, and much easier method, is a click agreement, especially on web pages and websites. And this is becoming more common today with the rise of internet and business done on internet. So does a user have to agree? Yes. If the agreement is part of the terms of service for usage, users of the site are required to scroll through all the terms and conditions of use before they are able to click I agree. So they have to scroll down. Whether they read it or not, it's up to them, but they have to scroll down and agree, and it is assumed that they know all the terms and conditions of the service they're agreeing to, the software they're purchasing or downloading. And sometimes the software won't even download if you do not agree. If you do not submit the agree button, you won't get the software download. So is an agreed upon click wrap agreement enforceable by law? Yes. Click wrap agreements, provided they are designed, presented, and tracked in compliance with the best practices, are just as enforceable as both traditional wet ink signatures and electronic signatures in the U.S. Electronic Signatures Act. This is one of the acts passed. Federal law enacted on June 30th, 2000. Enacted to facilitate the use of electronic signatures and other electronic records as they pertain to interstate and forest business transactions. e-sign laid out several requirements or standards used to determine the validity and legal enforcement of electronic agreements in these circumstances. So an act that was passed to enforce the signatures and verify the signatures. And then another act that was passed, so this would be a state level one. So the Uniform Electronic Transactions Act was adopted by the National Conference on Uniform State Laws in 1999 and has since been adopted by 47 states. UETA predates e-sign, but both lay out requirements for electronic signatures and electronic records to be afforded the same treatment as that of their paper counterparts. UETA at the state level and e-sign at the federal level. So two laws that were passed to help enforce click wrap agreements. When should click wrap agreements be used? Click wrap agreements are much more prevalent where companies are selling products and services exclusively online. Could be many vendors now. Um, you have to agree. So the method is terms and services are displayed and you click on the agreement. It could be just one button, it could be several buttons, but that will be part of the agreement. These types of agreements have become much more common, legally binding ways to enter into a contract with another party. So, are there any other types of click agreements? Yes, there's something called a browse wrap. This is used when a website doesn't require any agreement or action to be taken in respect of the terms and conditions. The use of the website continuing to engage with or use the services provided is taken as a user agreement to be bound by the terms and conditions, usually published somewhere else on the website. A common form of browse wrap is the terms and conditions found at the bottom top of the web page. If a user does not click the agree button, they can still browse the site. So this is your green, like cookies that pop up. You can discard them, you can agree. You can, whether it doesn't matter what you do, you can still continue to browse the site. This is more of an acknowledgement of any terms and conditions that the company wants the user to agree to. And if they don't agree, they can still browse the site because by browsing, you're in some way agreeing to the terms and conditions. Summary. So click wrap agreements perform a very important function. They allow for companies who host online services a way to provide a safe and secure method for user agreement to terms and services. The agreements also provide protection for the company as they lend their websites and or services to users across the globe now, really. Resources are there, and a link to the presentation will be added. Thank you.